After we left Yellowstone, we drove to Twin Falls, Idaho, and stayed at this quirky little campground and did our laundry. The next day we went to Shoshone Falls, and while the water volume was not as high as it is earlier in the year, it was still beautiful. This is the canyon, the Snake River Canyon, where Evel Knievel made one of his famous jumps. We didn't go to that spot, but we could definitely see how he could have done it. So we enjoyed this stop a lot. The next night was our first night ever in Oregon, and we got this beautiful sunset. This campground had hot mineral springs, pools, and we had steaks. Then the next day we went to the Fruit Loop in Oregon, an area near Mount Hood where they had lots of fruit for sale. We really enjoyed getting some fresh fruit. And then the next day we went to Astoria and went to climb the column, 164 steps. There's me halfway up. I did make it all the way to the top. As you can see, we had wonderful views of the surrounding area. This is right where the river meets the sea. It's where Lewis and Clark stopped on their outward westward exploration. Here we are. We climbed the 164 steps up to the top of the Astoria column. There's the bridge we're going to go across to go to Washington. We're on our way to Olympic National Park.
Hope to see some sea lions.
Also near Astoria, we toured Fort Clatsop, which is where Lewis and Clark wintered when they reached the ocean, and they built this tiny fort that housed 28 people. We were fascinated by it and by their story. It's incredible to think that they just went out there, didn't know what was out there, endured so many things to be able to make maps of the whole westward territory. And we got to see them raise the flag, and I don't know if you can tell, but this flag has 15 stars and 15 stripes. There's me and Sacagawea and her baby. She's also an amazing story. And I told Nathan this is real life Lincoln Logs. We used to play with Lincoln Logs when we were little, and this fort was put together just like we used to put our Lincoln Logs together.